my channel Infornative. I am not a movie buff. I usually watch movies only for entertainment purpose. Recently I watched Karthikeya2 movie which helped me in a whole different perspective towards our own history. So the main reason to explore a bit more on this and share my findings to all of you is the theme of the movie, Lord Shri Krishna and his holy city Dwaraka. I was in fact thrilled by the way they have connected Dwapara Yuga and the modern world. In fact, this is more than a film, it's an experience. So today's video is not just on the movie review but also on exploring the historical references that they have presented in the movie. So let's get started. Have watched this movie in original language, and this is sequel of Karthikeya which was released around 8 years ago. It's totally fine if you haven't watched the first part, as except the hero's characteristics of being curious and exploring logic behind the mysteries, there's no much connection between these two parts. Karthikeya2 movie is around 2.5 hours, and in the first part, that is in Karthikeya movie, hero was a medical intern who was keen on bursting myths, and in this part he is a doctor who starts perceiving things beyond science too. Movie involves secret societies, archaeologists, tools, abheera tribe and the dangers posed from evil motive minds. An archaeological researcher who is also a member of a secret society, on his quest to know more about Lord Krishna, leads him to know about Lord's precious anklet, which has the solution to unprecedented problems faced by humanity in Kali Yuga. Dr. Santanu too is a part of a secret society and is interested in Lord Krishna's anklet but with an evil intention. Karthikeya and Mugdha start discovering clues, have thrilling ride to unravel mysteries and trying to discover the hidden anklet and unearth hidden truths posed to them due to few circumstances. Part of this film depicting ancient times has been explained through animation to picturize the concept to audience. Cinematography deserves a special mention as they have shown India's unity in diversity majestically by showcasing Dwaraka lanes, Govardhan hills, rivers of Himachal Pradesh and background music shines as some sequences get elevated with this BGM. There is a message of distinguishing spirituality from superstitions, but this is achieved without insulting any religion. They have also conveyed that the ancients were people of knowledge and science and their accomplishments were remarkable. Supportive actors have done a great job and the story has been carried really well. Especially Anupam Kher's extended cameo's appearance explaining Lord Krishna's divinity and aura gives goosebumps. Humor is on point and is only at moments when required without causing humiliation to the culture. By the end, we can connect the dots between characters and it has been conveyed really well that gods are our ancestors and what we term as mythology is history, and it's sensible to know about the deity we pray. Such a film is indeed pride of Indian cinema. This movie isn't exaggerated but is purely content oriented and does well in fantasy, mystery and thriller genre aspects. Karthikeya2 maintains the grip on the plot and captivates the audience till the end. Though this movie is claimed to be fictional, let's dive into the historical references in the movie which we could connect to reality. Lord Shri Krishna is seen giving his precious belonging to Uddhava. In the Mahabharata war, Gandhari lost her 100 sons. She held Lord Krishna responsible for the war and cursed him that may Dwaraka be flooded and his clan will face complete destruction in the same way her clan died. After the war was over, Krishna was himself contemplating the end of the Yadav race. They were very powerful under the protection of Lord Krishna, so no external force could defeat them. If the Yadavas themselves are left unchecked, at some point of time in future, they will become a burden to the earth. So Lord Krishna realizes the importance of bringing the destruction of his own race. So when Gandhari curses Lord Krishna and his race, he thanks her for having solved his problem. Shri Krishna calls Uddhava his friend as well as his advisor and tells him about his and Dwaraka's end, which has already been written and can't be changed. Uddhava tells him that he won't be able to be in Dwaraka without him. Krishna replies that you still have responsibilities to be fulfilled on earth. When Dwapara Yuga is nearing the end and Kali Yuga, which is a non-spiritual age of ignorance, sin and short-life emerges, humans cross boundaries of committing sins where circumstances reach to an extent where even a ruler turns out to be a robber. So when this is about to begin, you should remain in this world as my representative to instruct people about the Lord's nature and esoteric truths. He then imparts the supreme knowledge called Bhagavata, which he had taught Brahma in Padmakalpa. This has come to be known as the Uddhava Gita, and like the Bhagavad Gita is the essence of Atma Tattva, it continues to give mental strength to generations of posterity and leads them to the path of salvation. Krishna also instructs Uddhava to go to Badrikashrama, where the Lord in the forms of Narayana and Nara is engaged in austere penance for the good of the world. The archaeologist has a strong belief that Lord Krishna and his stories aren't myths, but they all actually existed in India with an influence all over the world. The key to the Krishna story is Dwaraka, conducting 12 expeditions during 1983 to 1990 by a team of archaeologists and divers led by Dr. srrao, identified and excavated a large number of Harappan sites, including the port city of Lothal in Gujarat, and underwater settlements were discovered under the seabed off the coast of modern Dwaraka in Gujarat. Pottery carbon dated to 3000 BC, which has triangular three-hole anchors and iron stakes, all of which has been mentioned in Mahabharata. One of the artifacts that validates the Dwaraka's involvement with epic Mahabharata is a seal stamped with three-headed animal. In Mahabharata, there is a description of such a seal given to citizens of Dwaraka as their identity to protect the city from King Jarasandha of Magadha kingdom. Also, srrao stated that there is no doubt that Lord Shri Krishna existed, and submergence of Dwaraka is the first recorded tsunami of the world. Dr. Dhanvantri Ved Pathak is seen giving monologue about the existence of Lord Krishna and science behind his superpowers. Lord Krishna is God as well as human born on earth at the same time. God is the greatest scientist of the world because God power or superpower is scientific. Superpowers are also said to be the effect of psychology, but this isn't the case always. Lord Krishna used the following psychic techniques as a weapon sensibly for good of all beings. Lord Krishna has been said Mayavi in whole Mahabharata, which is translated as hypnotist. The event in Mahabharata war where he magically spread the illusion of sunset to end the life of Jayadratha through Arjuna is a finest example. Let's look at some of this. Telekinesis is the most dangerous as well as supreme power, which has the ability to paralyze any power, anything, anybody in future. Lord Krishna was very excellent at art of telekinesis and used this power sensibly when needed. For instance, when Lord Krishna goes to Hastinapura for peace talk, Duryodhana's soldiers try to chain him, but they can't even lift the chain. Another most amazing example is in the beginning of the war. When Arjuna denies war, Krishna recites Gita, making everyone motionless and senseless except Arjuna. Atmoskinesis is the ability to manipulate the basic elements in the atmosphere such as heat, water, air and the earth, which requires heavy control over one's mind. When Balakrishna stops people to worship Indra, Indra attacks whole village with natural phenomena like air, rain, fire, etc. But they are controlled by Krishna. He even lifts Govardhan hill to save the people from disasters. He had used the power of atmoskinesis in all those instances. Precognition is the feeling of future events. Lord Krishna had this genetically. For example, he promised the queen of Virata to make Parikshit the final king of the Kuru dynasty and the Dwapara Yuga, because he had already known with the power of precognition that Abhimanyu and other sons of Draupadi will die in the Mahabharata war. Personology is the study of personality from an individual's actions, reactions, thoughts, feelings, personal and social functioning, which could be understood only in terms of the whole person. Lord Krishna had knowledge on this. When his friend Sudama visits him, he can't express his problem of poverty, but with the knowledge of personology, Lord Krishna knows his situation and helped it economically. If a part of Mahabharata has so many things to unfold, just imagine how many modules would be there to explore all of Mahabharata. So this movie should be watched by all of you, especially youngsters, so that there's a getaway that you all could avail knowing the history of Lord Shri Krishna and his holy city Dwaraka, and also a part of Mahabharata which is told in an innovative and appealing way. Hoping for part 3 as the climax has dropped few hints on his chances. If you like the effort behind this content, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, as it motivates me to do a lot more content, and also hit on the bell icon so that you guys don't miss notifications on my next videos. Thank you for watching.